So once we have our tables ready to go, we're going to use them to make our graph, just like you did before, but we're going to get the computer to do it this time. It's a lot of clicking, it's kind of tedious, but your graph comes out looking much nicer than you could make it by hand. So we're going to put all three of our lines. For this person, they did the color of light as their variable. You might have done the type of leaf, you might have done the amount of baking soda, the temperature, something else. But we're all going to make the same kind of graph. Same kind of graph we made for the first section of the experiment. So we want to have our three lines that show our differences all on the same chart. So it's going to look like a big mess at first, and we have to go in and fix it. So what you want to do is click and drag like this and highlight your whole table all the way down to 15 minutes. You're going to go up to the Insert button, and we're going to insert a graph. Their types are over here. We have all numbers in our data, no categories, so we're going to use the scatter, which is right here, the one with just the dots. So you're going to come down and you're going to select scatter. Now, it looks like a big mess right now because we have to be more clear about what we want the computer to graph. So you're going to click on it, and you're going to click this option up here under Chart Design that says Select Data. And we have all kinds of data in here. So we're going to click Remove and delete all the stuff we have in here because it's kind of a mess. And we're going to start over, but that's the only way to get the graph to come up initially is to highlight something to graph. So we're going to start over. We're going to click Add for one of our lines. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be our red lamp. So we're just going to type under series name, red lamp, or maple leaf, or 0 grams of baking soda, or whatever your variable is. Now, the X values. What we want on the X is our time. So we're going to click this arrow, and we're going to go over here, and for our red lamp, we're going to highlight our times from 0 to 15. We're going to click the button to go back, and then for our Y values, we're going to clear it out, and we're going to highlight our number of floating discs. Oops, I realized I was doing the plain lamp, not the red. So we're going to click that. Now, I realized I messed up. I had the plain lamp first. So I'm going to change that to lamp because that's what the data is for. And if I click OK, you'll see you got much more orderly dots over here, and it even labels it for you, lamp. But we need our other two tables, so we're going to add. We need red light, and our times for our red light are right here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to click that arrow, have our X values here, and our Y values are going to be our number of discs floating. Oops. So we're going to highlight the numbers. And now we have another graph. We're going to click OK. And we finally have our last one, which I believe was the green light. So we're going to name it green. We're going to select our X's, and you might have to move the box out of the way in order to click and drag down to get all your numbers. Our Y's are going to be our discs floating. Same thing, drag down and click OK. Now we have 3 lines on our graph. So we're going to click OK. And now we have our graph that has all 3 of our data lines on it. In the next video, we're going to show you how to add all those labels and things that you're supposed to have. So right now, as long as your graph looks like this, you are good to go.